Should be it. Live. That's it. Job done.
Sweet.
I'm gonna.
Not gonna test the levels then.
No, but I am gonna ruin my. I've got to eat another cake.
Halfly, innit?
I've made weight.
I can't ever feel the elastic band effect of the weight loss is in full effect.
Listen.
Sorry, I would listen, but your mouth was full.
I did. I said I would do.
You did do what you said you would do.
That was about it. That was what I was. I got green on the lunch. Keep chatting.
Yeah. Okay. I'll talk amongst myself.
It was to be honest, is that a little better on there?
Yeah.
Loads better.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was quite easy. In all honesty, it was quite easy.
Yeah. You didn't in that much distress. Outside of you looking like.
No. But I didn't do it right then. I didn't really.
I mean, you were sat in a bath in a sweatsuit, so I can't imagine.
Yeah. I just didn't do it
best
right.
way.
I didn't do it right. I did shitloads and shitloads of running to make 77, and then in reality, I didn't think that was probably wasn't the best way. Like I looked like shit, like a bag of shit. But this time it seemed much easier.
You just did it with diet, though, right?
Yeah. I did a couple of things. So in the morning, I made sure the first thing I put in my body was liquid greens.
Okay.
First thing I put in. So I had wheatgrass this time.
Nice.
Just because it was the cheapest. You know, on the bulk powders discount things, it was cheap. So
when you say greens, wheatgrass, what else is in there?
Just wheatgrass.
Okay.
Nothing in it. When you look at the back, 100% wheatgrass. Was I'm in for that. So that's perfect.
How'd that taste?
Yeah, the first couple were pretty shit. But I have it now. Still have it every day now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep to the. I'm not gonna keep to that because I'm fucking yamming. But I'm gonna keep to the same format.
Yeah.
I think the format for it today worked well for me. So get up, greens first, and then I had a pint of water with it. Then my sups. So it was I had some fish oils and I had some probiotics tablet. That was it. Job done. Oh, and like a multivit, good multivit.
Mm-hmm.
In bits and pieces. I more greens than I've ever eaten in my whole life. I had kale with fucking every single meal, basically.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So every lunch now, basically every lunchtime, I ate very similar. There's kale, eggs, a little bit of cheese. Perfect. That was me done. I felt good. I didn't really feel that hungry. I obviously eat around it and have whatever. I could eat whatever I wanted. But I just cut all this shit out. So no crisps, no chocolate, no ice cream, no nothing. I was doing real with all that until about a week before, and I was like, I want ice cream. So I had one. But because I had one, I felt instantly straight better. I was like, I feel better.
Yeah.
So I was glad of it. But then at 6 o'clock, I'd stop eating. No matter what I was doing, obviously.
So it is kind of that was going to be my next question. It is kind of an intermittent fasting.
Yeah, but
as well.
For food, it is. So, they say you should only have BCAAs or just water or something like that. I'd still drink whatever I wanted on the evening. So most of the time it'd just be water, but sometimes I think, fuck it, I want a squash, I'm having one. I want a Diet Coke, I'm having one. I want a milkshake on the way in from the gym, I'm having one. Yeah.
That will move the needle though on your insulin. So it's not really the fasting.
But there's no food.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I just want to try it. See what it was like. In my head it made sense. I was so that's what I did.
You got down easy.
Easy. But I was
water loaded before as well, and then
sucked down. But only for 3 days, something like that.
Okay.
3, which was it was pretty easy. And then on the this is where some I bump heads with some people sometimes because even when Wes talks about water loading, water cutting and stuff, he said
not me.
Yeah, Wes says he made a good point. You shouldn't be trying to dehydrate yourself for a long period of time. But for me, it was I didn't have to worry about it because I wasn't going to fight.
Yeah.
I just had to make weight. So I started to cut on a Thursday night. So put the sweatsuit.
The fight was on Saturday.
Yeah, but I made sure I made weight on a
Friday.
Just so, a number of reasons. One, all the pros weighing on the Friday. So I want to be the first one that puts my scales up and says, I've fucking done it. That's the first one in the group. I have all of them. Out of 30 lads that's on there, I want to be first. So everyone knew that I'd done it first. So if I'd done it, no one had this fucking excuse. Because I was heavier than everyone else, and I made lighter than most of them.
And number 2, get fed up of being called Chubby Lambert. Don't you?
Exactly, yeah. So the fat jokes have to go. But yeah. So it was a thing for me that I wanted to do it then. So I know Wes was like, look, you should just do it on a Friday morning, get up an hour earlier than normal and do it. Good. But for me, it was important that I got up.
Yeah.
Really, I got up, I worked at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I was nearly there. I got back home, I had like one hot bath for the Epsom salts.
Yeah.
Got out, weighed. I think I was like 200 grams over, like literally nothing. So I wandered about for a bit, got in a hot shower, come back out, finished, done. So I was under 87.6 or 83, sorry, 83.6.
Yeah. The thing is, everybody's DNA is completely different, and he's an athlete, and he's been doing it for a long time, and he does what works for him, and he works for the people that have been around him. But you know your body just about as anybody.
From what he was saying, it makes perfect sense. Like your body starts to shut down when it's dehydrated.
Yeah.
So don't dehydrate it.
Yeah.
And if you get in a fight, definitely don't dehydrate it.
Yeah.
But the last time I made weight was 77. I started on a Thursday night again.
Yeah.
But I like to be around everyone when I'm doing it. So the gym was full up. The gym here was full.
Take your mind off it as well. Like you get in your own head with it.
Yeah, I mean the guys were in there. They were rolling jiu-jitsu. So.
And there's also that science that suggests that your environment does affect the chemical changes in your body.
Yeah.
Like, without being too crude, if there are women around, your testosterone goes up.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Man.
It'd be interesting to see how far the needle moves on that sort of thing.
Yeah, it just makes me feel I just do it much easier. If I'm in here and I'm fucking about, I'll sweat. If I sweat, the water's coming off. We're there. Excuse me. We're there or thereabouts.
Yeah. You're up. Your adrenaline's up, isn't it? You're engaged.
I like it. I like the music, but I like it when the music's loud. If the music's loud, I was doing stuff. I mean, we were rolling. I still learned stuff. I once sat in a bath, in a hot bath, doing nothing. They really and they were
feeling sorry for yourself.
And the guys were Rich and that were teaching. It was good. I was like, yeah. Like I feel like I've done something with my time, not just sat about and done fuck all. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that was decent. But yeah, to be honest, I made it a piece of piss.
Yeah.
Like if I really had to, from where I was, I think if I'd have given myself like another 2 weeks maybe of gradually creeping it down, I'd have made 77 quite happily. I think. Honestly, quite happily. Like I want too bad.
You've had to shave all of the hair off your body. You know that, don't you?
But
you look like a burns victim.
Yeah, but I was enjoying it. I was enjoying the food. I was fucking fit. I'm still I still get on there fit, but
I'm still strong.
Yeah, not as strong now.
Really?
Not as strong.
You could feel it, could you?
Yeah, you can still squat, all right. You still squat well and stuff like that. But anything upper body, I could tell.
Really?
Yeah, like bench pressing that. I was like, fucking this is hard.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was hard work. But lower body, it's fucking creaming. No problem. Squatting fine. Everything felt good. But I tell you the one that shows up the most is when I deadlift or trap bar. That's the one that shows up the most because I think that's the one you can not hide.
Right.
So you
as a pure expression of strength or power.
Like you can't really fake it. It either comes up or it's done.
Yeah.
You know where you can, like a bench press, you can sort of manipulate a bit and
get your hips involved in it.
Exactly. The same with the squat. Like your body's gonna move it up. You know. Whereas at deadlift, I can really tell my. This is not moving.
Do you think that's a little bit in your mind?
100%.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, 100%. Because it's the only one you can't cheat. You can't cheat at deadlift. It either comes up or it doesn't. Like you can make a squat look like shit, but still get the bar up and down and back up. Same with the bench press. It can look like shit. Whereas that, you either can lift it or you can't.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about technique. Technique goes out the window a little bit when you're talking about expressing absolute strength.
Yeah.
Like, because everyone's technique falters because it's fucking so heavy.
Yeah.
Whereas when I was doing it when you're sort of like a bit depleted and stuff, it just wouldn't move. So it wasn't even a fact of being in a bad shape. It just wouldn't fucking move. So for that it was kind of different. But
and you wonder why it's still such a big part of the game.
I
think ONE FC have got the way forward with it.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about all the time, don't we? I mean, for whatever I think of what the lads fought on the other day, whatever, it's like they've got it right. They've got more weight classes. So they've got super welterweights and whatever they call it. They've got like a few.
Yeah.
To me, it makes sense. I'm like, why
I don't mind a few more weight classes because there is such a massive gap between them. However, you can't be like boxing. You can't have it every 3 pounds a new weight class.
I don't think you need it every 3, but I think Thingy said it best. Dan Hardy said it best.
Yeah, Dan Hardy did say it best.
And then Rogan didn't like it because it was 2s and 1s and stuff. But mate, it makes sense to me.
163,
yeah. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
just
it does.
Split the people.
It absolutely does.
Just split it, bang in the middle. That's it.
And you think how many great fights you get then at 163. Now, from the problem is, and I know exactly why this is. The problem there is the money then starts to take over. Because if you've got an extra weight class between lightweight, welterweight, you've now got an extra champion.
Yeah.
You've got an extra champion to pay champions money. You've got an extra champion that's going to take a cut of your pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But you've got people moving up, down, and all over the place. You might have one person with 3 belts.
Yeah, but the cream always rises to the top. And that's it. So you can say like, oh, well, we've got 10 different champions.
But that cream might be taking drinks away from the rest of the family.
It makes no odds. It's starting to happen now. Conor had 2 belts. Cejudo fucking 2 belts. DC 2 belts.
If you look at why it happens, it log jams the whole division. So you imagine now Cejudo goes up and takes another belt.
Yeah.
That's a bad example because those aren't the money weight classes anyway.
Yeah.
But you look at around 55, 70.
Yeah.
Those are weight classes that are bringing people in.
Yeah.
Because of the excitement. Because of the fighters. Let's face it, the people. I've always said the people at lightweight.
Yeah, the best.
You put anybody on any given day in that top 10, they could be champion.
Yeah.
Now you start muddying the waters by putting them real close to welterweight.
Yeah.
You could have one person at 55 with 3 belts, jamming up 3 divisions.
Yeah, I understand, but here's my thing with it. If you get so if you've got a 3-weight world champion, that is your marketing for you.
Yeah, but now you've got to pay him.
Yeah, but it don't matter. You think how much extra money he's going to bring to the sport if you're a 3-weight world champion. Think how many people watch. Think how many people now watch mixed martial arts or the UFC because of Conor, because of Ronda Rousey. They are the marketer.
Yeah,
they do hold. You should fucking pay them.
But you've said it yourself there. It's like Ronda Rousey only ever held 1 belt.
Yeah,
so she's not done anything else. Yeah. Like she wouldn't go up and face Cyborg at 145.
No, but she's a shit example by me because
those are no. It's a good example because
she's not. Reality of the fact is she's not good enough. She's very good at one thing.
But she was very good at the marketing. She's very good at getting the money in, and she brought a lot of fans and money into the business of MMA, which is what I'm talking about. Now, look at all the best people. Ben Askren, he's only moving the needle because he chats so much.
Yeah.
He ain't got a title in the UFC, but one of the best outside of the UFC.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to see him because he's boring.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, just get the people want to see. That's it. Fill it up with the best people. That's it.
Like, but those people don't win titles. Everybody loves Cerrone. Never held a belt.
Yeah, but then Cerrone's not the best. Like, I always want the best to win it. GSP won 5 different fucking titles and 5 different. But good. Should. The best should always win. Like, I know. Like, I like watching. Like, here's the thing. Sometimes people don't even give a fuck about the belt. Like we've seen
Cerrone.
it. Yeah, but you've seen like this New York card. Like they could put a belt on that, and people still want to watch Nate Masvidal. That's it. You could put. To be fair, you could put one of the lighter weights, all the women, any of the women, apart from looking at probably Amanda, thingy, but Valentino, and maybe don't know. So you have like Holly Holm, Joanna, Claudia, them sort of people. Apart from them, you still want to watch Nate and Masvidal, and that's for fucking nothing at all. So,
but we're talking as fans.
Yeah, but then if you're talking about like actual money, so if you can say, oh well, I don't like lots of belts, and then a super middleweight thing. There's got to be a way around.
Yeah,
it,
I agree. I agree. There has got to be a way around it. But I can see the UFC's position. The more champions they've got, the more they got to pay.
Yeah, but also the more gets brought in. Does that make sense? So if you've got 6 champions, that's only 6 people's money. If you've got 12 champions, 12 people's money. All right, it might work out the same.
Yeah.
It might work out the same.
I mean, we don't know enough about the inner workings, but look at your example.
Well, Floyd still makes money. That's the way I look at it. If you're going to look at boxing, Floyd still makes money. Porter still makes money. Canelo still makes money. Triple G still makes money. Lomachenko still makes money.
Yeah.
They're all bought, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a different model though, isn't it?
But eventually,
because you look at your example there, Masvidal and Diaz, they're not fighting for a belt.
No.
But it's a big fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you put a title fight of a lesser weight class or a lesser watched weight class on that card, they're still going to make the money. I think everything should be done. For me, it should be done the same as anything else you do. Your pay-per-view. So if nobody wants to watch you, don't fucking pay them. Whether you're a champion, you're not. Like, this is where the rankings are weird. Because you can't have a ranking. So you can't go like a rugby world rankings or something, or a Premier League title. Everyone faces each other a couple of times. Whoever gets the most points, they win it.
Yeah.
They make the most money. Can't do that. Can't do that in what we're doing. So what's the point of having a fucking rank? You might as well just put on the best fights.
They're made up anyway. You know how those ranks are made.
Yes, journalists. Isn't it?
Journalists.
Yeah. So you might as well go. There is no rank. I know it makes people like stats.
Yeah. Especially
Americans. If you ask Americans about American sport, they'll tell you the stats before they tell you anything else.
Yeah.
So for them, it's market sport for them. Oh, he's number 2 and he's got this, and that. For us, normal people, they don't give a fuck. I'm not interested in stats. I want to see good fights. I want to see what happens with him or her or whatever. So maybe even think about that. Like, let's just ditch the rankings. We know, because we can see roughly where people should be. When people say they want a title shot,
I mean, they don't. It's not like 1 and 2 fight every time, is it? Never happens. It's not like 8 and 9 face off, and then once 9 is won, they face
exactly that. Like, where I would like watching Felder and I like watching Barboza. Decent.
Yeah, they can fight every weekend through, as far as I know.
Now, those two really go, all right, if you want to fight for the belt, I could see that. I could go, all right, let's see what happens. But now you know they're not quite at that level that Khabib is at.
Yeah.
And the same
because Edson got handed.
Exactly. And the same with when Conor was on the way up. So I called Jose out early. I'm going to come take the belt. He still had like a fair few fights before they give it to him. So I've got no problem people calling the champion out, but why bother with the rankings if it don't make any sense?
If you could just slide straight in.
Exactly.
GSP never fought at middleweight. Got straight in, got a title shot.
But then he's the best. Everyone else knows he's that good.
But nobody knows he's that good at middleweight.
But then that's where you want to watch it. So that's where the money comes in. That's what you want to see.
And by all accounts, they made money out of that.
So. 100%. So like, it's one of them. If you add the more weight classes, the chances are you could have matches at good stuff. And then you get the DC thing of DC beats John Jones at heavyweight. Does he? And you're like, well, that's Let's have one in between. So we'll have one between a light heavyweight and a heavyweight. Let's have the one.
I agree with that as well, but I've always agreed with that.
Yeah, then you can see
a 225, something like that.
Then you can see it, and then you see how good Jones is. So John Jones might be the best at that weight, but he's not the best pound for pound. That's when you can start seeing a real pound for pound. Like Demetrius, if he wanted to wander up and down weights, it's pound for pound champ because he's the fucking best pound for pound. He's gone into this weight class and won. He's gone into that weight class and won. He's on this weight class and won.
I mean, he has done that anyway, hasn't he?
Yeah, but
for 35,
yeah,
45.
But I mean, they all say
it wasn't 25 back when he was fighting.
Yeah, but they all claim this. We're the pound for pound. We're this, but they only stay in the one weight division. So,
but that's what pound for pound means.
I know, but
it means if he was actually 205 pounds, he'd beat everybody there.
Yeah, but why not put it on there? Why not go there? You know, like if you're gonna,
because he doesn't weigh 205 pounds.
No, but
that's the whole point.
But then if you've got like, even like the way the ADCC does it, so you've got the absolute champion. That's it. You're absolute. You're fucking better than everyone else at whatever weight you walk around at.
Yeah,
you're the best.
Yeah, you can't do that with striking now.
Why?
Because then you get pride. You get Butterbean taking on bloody Shinya Aoki.
Yeah, but what's the problem? Did you like watching? I like watching it. If
you put that on every week though,
but
then you'd be like,
but
you've watered down my sport.
Exactly, but you'd never put that on every week. That would be the sort of thing where the champ would go, well, actually, I'm going to move up 4 kilos and have a look at that. Goes up 4 kilos, wins. Beat BJ. Someone like him, you go, well, he would go up. He'd win his division.
205.
There you go.
Machida at 205.
But no one went, I don't want to see that. Everyone went, he's the fucking best.
Yeah, but how many people have actually seen that fight?
But it was old. But like now, imagine if you could promote that now. Like you've got someone. Let's be honest. No one's going to want to see John Jones and Demetrius. No one.
No,
it's not worth making the match. No. But people might want to see John Jones and someone like, who would you say? DC at heavyweight would be one. Or if you went, even if one of the middleweights come up and you go,
well, like Thiago Santos.
Yes, Santos.
But how many people watch that? That wouldn't have.
No, but I bet they fucking watch it next time. 100% watch it next time.
I don't know.
100. Like we don't ever know what's going to happen. The times when you look at the sport and you think this could be a fucking good fight.
Yeah.
It's not. You're like, and they put all the money into it, pumped all the money into it, and it's not. And then there's always like another fight in the card. You're like, fucking hell, these two lads are amazing. Or these two females are amazing.
Yeah.
That's what. But then the next fight they have, they're bringing in money. You know. It's I don't know. We're not promoters. We're not anything to do with it. But
good job, really.
To me, I look at that like the ADCCs this weekend. You know, they got their division and they got the absolute.
Yeah, and everybody's looking at the absolute. Of
course,
but that's a very different sport. That's like the FA Cup.
Yeah, but then the whole point of the UFC was to see which was the best martial art. So, or the most dominant martial art. So these BJJ guys, in theory, should be able to do all right. They won't win it, but they should be able to do all right. Does that make sense? Like
I'm reminded of something. Is it something that Hickson said? I'm a black belt. I get punched in the face. I have brown belt.
Exactly. But don't get punched in the face then. Like if you know it, don't do it. Like it's one of them. You see some people like the wrestlers. Some of them don't get fucking. Who's the guy? Blades, Curtis Blades. Fucking they take 0 damage. 0. Like
until he gets hit by Ngannou and cut and stopped.
Yeah, but everyone else. Like, even the other day, like who did he fight the other day? It was in Abu Dhabi, wasn't it? I think it was in Abu Dhabi. I think it's Abu Dhabi. I can't remember. But anyway, whatever show it was on. Took nothing.
Yeah.
Just bummed him basically. Yeah. Bummed him for the whole until he wanted to choke him out. So he's figured out a way to not get hit and win. So I think, well, why would you not? But I don't know. That's a different thing. But I think if you have more weight classes, you have more champs. If you have more champs, you have champ versus champ versus champ. And then make all the rest of the fights good.
Yeah,
fuck the rankings right off.
I don't want to dilute the weight classes too much, and I understand from a monetary aspect, where they're coming from. You know, UFC are all about, you know, it's been in the news quite a bit with the antitrust lawsuits they've got. Like, they're not about paying lots of people lots of money. The thing is, they pay so much more from day one. So I think you're starting contracts like 12 and 12. Now, you go to the average boxing card, even on Floyd's boxing card.
Yeah.
The guy on the prelims not getting 12 grand for fighting.
No, but the difference is with that, when they're on Floyd's undercard, they're part of Floyd's, or how I see it, they're part of Floyd's promotion. So what they're trying to do is impress Floyd to get higher and higher and higher and higher.
Yeah, well, you're trying to do the same in the UFC.
Yeah.
Until your next contract comes up.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It'd be interesting to get.
I'd love to know the inner workings. I hear little snippets from Bisping. You got to kind of read between the lines on what he's saying, because he obviously had a very different contract where like he always got a part of the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Because
people want to watch it.
Yeah. Because he was British as well, so he brought the British Isles over to wherever he was fighting. If he's fighting in Macau, he's bringing the British Isles with him.
Yeah.
So he should get some point pay-per-view.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna have loads of weight class, it doesn't matter. It makes no odds. If they're good enough to fight and they're gonna make some money out of it, then they should be paid.
Yeah, and I think that's how that does work. But I also like the fact.
Would you get better fights though if you had more of them? That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, even in here, this low level, amateur level, you can see some lads who are like, fucking hell, they're gonna fight that, and they go, I don't want to make that weight. What do you do then? I don't want to go down. I don't want to go up, it's too big. I don't want to go down, it's too little. Most people are of an average build, like a very average build, essentially.
Seems to be around that 170 sort of mark, doesn't it?
Exactly. So
170, 185.
Most people sit between, or not most people, but most people that we have in this gym, especially.
In fairness, it probably is the majority of humans fit somewhere in that.
If you went between 5'10" and 6'1", 6'2", you'd say that was average. If you went between 170 pounds and 200 pounds, that's average.
There probably is a study on that somewhere.
Probably, yeah. But I mean, like, why not make them a bit more? Do you know? I don't know. I think 3 is good. 3 kilos is good, because that's what most people cut anyway. I did the water the other day. 3 kilos.
That's maybe in this country, but when you get to the big stage, people like the the Brazilian chap was doing somersaults.
Yeah,
he dropped 37 pounds.
Yeah, but they got
in a week.
They got the thing on there, so they got they put a thing up. They flag them up, don't they? If they put too much weight on after. So people
only in different spots. There's different commissions.
There's thingy Costa.
Paulo Costa can't fight in California anymore.
Yoel, same thing, because he put too much on after. So if you drop too much, you put too much on after. Well,
which is a good idea.
Yeah, but then nobody enforces it. So what's the fucking point?
Well, no, they can't fight in California.
Yeah,
they just bugger off to Nevada.
Yeah, so then there's no point.
The big fight capital.
Yeah, it's like.
That's why I like the way that ONE FC is doing it.
It should either be like a flat thing across. If you fight in London, if you fight in Russia, if you fight in fucking.
Well, if you fight in London, there's no commission anyway, so it's down to the UFC to sort those sorts of things.
But then you've got a promotion that dictates whatever. So what does the promoter do? Make money. So they don't give a fuck about anything else apart from making money.
You won't get licensed in California.
Yeah.
So if you then set Paulo Costa to fight in California and you're in the UFC, California's turn around and say,
that's what I'm saying.
Give them a license.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's either got to be one rule across the whole board.
I mean, they can't even get the rules.
Yeah, or don't have the rules.
There's no universal set of rules.
Yeah, like the commission thing, to me, it seems like people are getting paid to do fuck all. I mean, it's like,
welcome to bureaucracy.
Yeah, like, we got a commission that looks after this and this. Like,
and we also make sure that we make our own worth. So every time we talk,
exactly,
you need us.
You make yourself basically indispensable. By doing nothing
and gradually get bigger somehow. And then those people then get cherry-picked jobs as well. Because Keith Kaiser, who works for the UFC, used to be Nevada State Athletic Commission.
I imagine a lot of them people would do a very good job at what they do, and a lot of the information would get filtered back through and into the sport, and that then gets used for the greater good.
Yeah. But we've already got a model for how this can get corrupted and ding the sport in boxing.
Yeah.
Because how many fighters that are like 20-0 boxers?
Yeah.
You see a 20-0 boxer and you look at all who they fought, and it's like, oh, well, this guy came over from Prussia somewhere and fought with one arm and no eye.
Yeah.
You know, fights in their life.
Yeah.
Because they've been protected to get because that. Yeah. Whereas Donald Cerrone can lose every other weekend. Everybody's going to rock up and watch him fight. And losing to the best.
Yeah, but then this is what we were talking about this earlier about an amateur career. So we were having a conversation and we said, look, not here, but outside. Like, oh, the amateur career is not really a career. Like,
tell Lomachenko that.
Yeah, but in MMA.
Yeah.
You're like, it wasn't there. But it should be absolutely now. Right. Like, it makes sense.
More viable now.
Mate, everyone's got this huge thing about turning pro. I'm going to fight pro. I'm going to fight pro. Great. When you're ready.
Yeah.
Do you know? Like, when you learn to drive.
Senna's always said that to us.
Mate, when you learn to drive, what fucking car do they give you? They don't give you a Formula 1 car. No. You start in a small car, you learn how to drive, you get little dings and little knocks, and then all of a sudden you go, oh, I'm going to buy a BMW. You buy that, the chances are you try not to. The chances are you try not to smash it.
You wreck it like you did your amateur career.
It's like, to me, it makes it like fight as an amateur.
Yeah. Get that experience.
Yeah, like people look at that like a negative, and I look at it like a positive. I think if you go 30-0 as an amateur, then go pro. It's learning. Like
the problem is people don't go 30-0 as a pro.
No, but even
as an amateur.
Fucking hell, even if they had an amateur record, boxing amateur.
But that's a good thing.
Like it's one of them. Like you could have 70 amateur boxing bouts. All right, it's probably not that clever for you, but you could go 70 at amateur boxing. Win 50, you lose 20. Because amateur boxing is so fucking subjective into what you're watching.
And the rules change all the time as well. Let's not forget that.
But then you just go, right, I can probably sell some tickets here. I'm going to go pro. You go pro and you have a great pro career. You make a little living out of it. Yeah. Perfect. No one says anything different. No one then looks back and goes, but you lost 20 times at amateur. You say, I did lose, but I fucking learned a lot there. Whereas everyone seems to want to go, I'm going to go and fight pro. I'm going to fight pro. I'm going to fight. Yeah. And they're trying to learn. Getting elbowed in the face by someone who's a fucking professional athlete, you know? And you're like, I can't make it. Just rein it all back in. To me, like,
don't
rein
get
it all back
fed to
in.
the wolves.
Go from the kids.
Aaron Chalmers.
Yeah.
Why didn't that they just put in
too much money?
Yeah.
Too much money.
Yeah, it is.
So
and there's a little bit of me just thinks like if he can you imagine he steps into your gym and wants to have a smoker fight.
Yeah.
Everybody would just want to light him up.
Yeah. But like
he'd have no fair fights in amateur, would he?
No, but
you do need that.
No, but yes. Like when if you're a good enough amateur to go pro, then turn pro whenever. You might have one amateur fight and everyone goes, listen, you are very, very skillful, very talented. You probably would go suit at professional sport. Go and try it. But then you've also seen really good amateurs go into professional boxing and look fucking awful. Shit, do you know? And
do they ever kick people out of the amateurs? You know, or
what if they're too good?
Yeah,
I'm not sure. But I mean, it becomes the same thing as everything else. When you're an amateur champion, you're winning everything. Why would you want to
stick around? Yeah.
You just make
get
yourself
some real money.
Yeah, you just make yourself look like a dick because you fucking sandbagger. Like if you're that good, or you have it as a completely different sport. That is an amateur sport. We just stay as amateurs, and that's it. And then you only turn pro if a pro camp comes in and takes you, like other pro sports. The guys at the weekends play amateur rugby. If they're good enough, they go and play for a professional club.
Right. Okay.
Then they become a professional, and they're contracted then as a professional. And when they're not good enough, they get fucking cast out to the wall. See you later. You're not good enough to play at our level. You either go and find another club promotion,
or you turn yourself back up.
You go back down. So that could be a way to look at it. So you only turn pro when a pro club takes you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like all other professional
invitation
sports.
only. Yeah. I mean, MMA. We all know MMA clubs where they've done that. Suddenly you get a tap on the shoulder and it's like, "Well, come and fight semi-pro for us." Or?
There you go. So, like, I look at that. Even American football. Everyone wants a scholarship to be an American footballer in America. I want to do this. I want to do this. Be part of professional sport and make the good money. That's where then you can say, when you were saying about the money, if you made that a professional sport where only professionals get paid good money, and people would aspire to do that, then you could have more champions. So have less people on the roster and gradually filter it down, make it smaller. So at each weight class, you'd say, all right, at any one time, we're going to have 20 fighters at each weight class. Then they can move up and down. If they're good enough, you drop that one out. He goes into like Division 2, and then we'll bring somebody else in new. Something like that, like a tier, almost like a tiered thing. Because
that's what they're trying to do with like Cage Warriors, aren't they? They're trying to
brilliant. Got Cage Warriors Academy. Yeah, fucking brilliant. What? Yeah.
And then you get onto the big show, and then hopefully once you've done your Cage Warriors bit, you go on to UFC.
But that makes more sense. It
does make more sense.
Because when you're ready, 100%. You go up.
Because it also means that you insulate those two companies, if you like. Because UFC's got 500 odd people on the roster, which again I like, because that's 500 people are making 12 grand a fight
minimum.
That's not like getting paid 500 quid and you got to get your own bus fare home. But then you've got Cage Warriors are obviously dragging people up and saying, like, giving someone the chance to shine on their promotion,
which is good.
And then they're getting picked off.
Exactly. So then you look at the guys that are like doing really well at Cage Warriors in the pro bit, but they're not all training here anymore. They're training in Montreal. They're training in America. They're training in.
I feel sorry for that Craig White. You see him?
Yeah,
he got snapped.
Tommy for.
Did he fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got snapped up for Diego Sanchez.
Yeah.
Welcome to the UFC. Here's Diego Sanchez. Oh God.
Yeah.
Gets beat by him. Comeback fight. Gets beaten again.
He fought Neil Magny and lost.
Yeah. No. He then fought. He's fought recently in the Cage Warriors.
Because
he got cast back out.
Yeah.
And lost again.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know him. Like, Tom obviously knows him, chats to him and stuff.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I don't think he gives. From what I've heard, not from Tom, from everyone, I don't think he gives a fuck. I think he just likes fighting and he enjoys it, and it's a sport to him, and that's it. And he's done.
Seems quite well read. Seems very articulate.
Do you know what I mean? So then you get those people. They're like,
but you see a massive difference.
Opportunity was there.
Yeah, you see a massive difference him even 4 years ago. He didn't look like an athlete that particularly like an athlete. I think he was going up and down weight classes, trying to find where he was supposed to be. And then he started to really sort of shine. He started putting on some wins, and that's why he got called up to UFC.
Yeah.
So I feel sorry for him though. Like, had 2 really big stages, and then.
But then if you're going to go back to what we get paid good money. I wonder we got paid. I should imagine he would have got paid pretty well. So in terms of a job, they are prize fighters.
I think he was. I think it was short notice for the Sanchez fight. They always
really short.
They always
really heavy and drop loads of weight. Yeah, loads of weight.
He's a big boy.
Big when he walked past. He was at that thing the other week, and he was one of his other lads was fighting on there. He stood next to Tom. And big boys, man.
Yeah,
fucking really big boys. And I think my fat ass 84 kilos. I think what they make, I'll never fight a middleweight. Fuck that. They're fucking ginormous. But I don't know the ins and outs.
And again, keep harking back to this ONE FC, like they just pushed all the weight categories up. So if you're 185, you're light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Fine. It's just a noise you're making with your face.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any difference.
Exactly. The actual.
And the fact that
what it's called doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Do you know?
And the fact that well, let's face it, light heavyweight used to be middleweight used to be 198.
Yeah.
When the UFC first brought in.
Yeah.
The 198 champion was Tito Ortiz, and before that, Evan Tanner, I think it was. But yeah, just make sure everybody is in fighting shape and ready to go, not dehydrated 24 hours before you're in a fist fight with another human who's trying to take your bloody head off.
Yeah, it's like MMA. It's like pinch bits from other sports that look quite good. So. Well, wrestlers all cut weight, so we'll cut the weight. That's okay. That's no problem because wrestlers can do it. It's no problem.
Yeah.
And
boxers was the last time you saw a quarter of an hour wrestling match?
Yeah. So like, or anything, or like the boxing, like some of the rules, the scoring and stuff like that. They're all on there, and you're like, it's all. If they're gonna do it, they could do it now. where they just went, look, this is exactly what we're doing. One's got it pretty much bang off, and I like one as a
promotion.
That's brilliant. Like, sometimes it's grappling, sometimes it's Thai stuff, and
they're putting on tournaments.
Man, and you watch it on here. I can watch it on here, and it's free. Yeah. They have to pay anything. App is free. You watch the best fighters from over, and the Brits are going over there now.
Yeah.
Liam Harrison's over there.
Yeah.
Haggerty's over there. But they do.
It doesn't matter if people lose. That's what I like. Like, they threw Sage Northcutt to the woods. Well, didn't care.
Yeah.
Good. That's how it should be.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Eddie Alvarez.
Yeah.
Lost in his first fight. Yeah. Guy knocked him out. Looked good. Looked really good. Yeah. Never heard of it.
Good. And the other thing they do over there is they know who their people's champions are.
Yeah.
So when you watch the billing, DJ is never at the top.
Really?
Always mid tier. So they have one main event. It's normally a Thai fight.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Then they normally have a couple of the sort of locals, or local to whatever area they are in, whether they're in China, whether in Singapore or Malaysia, or whatever. And they normally headline it, and then it goes co-main. But then the co-main may be like 6 fights. So you might have 6 fights as a co-main, and then the rest of the card.
Okay.
There's lots of stuff on there. It's good. I like it. I like. It seems like everyone that speaks about
it's like a buffet.
Yeah, it seems like everyone that speaks about one seems to really like it.
Well, they've poached some good folk, haven't they? Because Misha Tate's over there working for him.
Yeah.
Rich Franklin obviously is over there.
Yeah.
He's pretty switched on.
Yeah, it just seems like,
even if he is still talking about a comeback fight.
But I tell you what it is. They've sort of done what we've managed to do here. So they were part of something, or people were part of something. They looked at it from the inside and went, these bits are wrong. These bits don't make any sense. So what they've done is they've made their product slightly later and gone, but they're going to change all these bits and make it better. Similar to what we've done here. So we were part of other stuff before. And gradually we've gone like, well, I don't like this, and I don't like that, and I don't like this. All right, mate, how are you?
Yeah. She's on her way.
Yeah, cool. Right. Yeah, perfect. Don't like this, don't like that, don't like this. And then like, with that, we can see better bits of it, and we've made our progress. And then someone else again is going to come up behind us and make it and learn from it and fucking go from there. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to wrap up. We'll have to go. Let's go do some work. We'll see.
Nice.
We'll see.
Fat knees.
Oh my god. Yeah, cool, mate. How are you?